Hello, welcome back to Cursor Technologies. In today's video, we want to implement how we can filter student by ID, name and father name. So, in our previous session, we loaded all the students from student table and displayed them in a tabular form. So, let's enhance that by adding a filter to search student by ID, student name and father name. So, in the form we have simple text boxes. Name of the text box is text search. You want to use that text box to filter records. So, in our previous session, we wrote a simple method to get all the records from MySQL database. We want to copy the same code. We want to copy that method and we want to paste here. If you are confusing with that method, you can watch our previous session. In our previous session, we explained this method step by step with clear explanation. That is good. Here we want to overload that method. For that, we want to add a simple parameter. For example, string keyword. So after that, here we want to add simple where class. For that, we want to define a simple condition if keyword not equal null and not keyword dot rem dot is empty. That means if the filter is not null, we want to filter student records. And when the user enter ID, name or father name, in that case the search can work. So here we have already query variable. We want to add to this variable where condition. Query plus equal where student ID like parameter or student name like parameter or father name like parameter. So let's remove that and we want to write after the where class. We want to remove from this line and here we want to write query plus equal order by student ID ascending. So the query is ready. Hereafter, we want to bind or set parameters. For that, we want to define a simple condition. If keyword not equal null and not keyword dot rem dot is empty. That means if the keyword value is not empty or null, we want to bind parameters. We have three parameters: student ID parameter, student name parameter, and father name parameter. We want to bind that parameters. For that, we want to define a simple variable to represent pattern. Simple string, for example, search equal, and then we want to concatenate keyword dot rem, and then we want to concatenate % symbol also. So we defined a pattern for the like operator. Thereafter, we want to bind or set values for the parameter. Simple ps.set string index of the first parameter is 1. Then we want to get value from the search variable. Thereafter, we have student name and father name parameters. For that, we want to copy the same code. And here you can change only the index number. That is good. We defined a method to filter records by ID, student name or father name. To know better, we want to explain this method once again step by step. In the first step, we read the database connection from the JDBC class. In the JDBC class, we have getDatabase connection method, and that method is responsible to establish connection between Java application and MySQL database. That is so good. In the second step, we defined a simple query to filter student records by ID, student name or father name. To execute query in efficient way, we defined prepare statement. Instead of that, you can use normal query or callable statement. Thereafter, we set or bind parameters for student ID, student name, father name. Because in where class we have three parameters: student ID parameter, student name parameter, and father name parameter. Thereafter, we called the execute query method. The execute query method can be used to execute select query. And here we defined a simple array to represent table header. For the table header, we have ID, student name, father name, gender, faculty, and action. Thereafter, we defined default table model. The default table model can be used to manage table dynamically. Here we specified column names, which is header, and row count 0. And we overrided SCell-editable method. That is because we allowed only the action column editable. And other columns like ID, student name, father name, gender, faculty we disabled. After that, we iterated over the result set using the while loop. And here we assigned each column data into variables like ID, student name, father name, gender, and faculty. Then we created another array of type object, and we populated that array based on the variables. Thereafter, we added the data into the model object using the addRow method. That is so good. Finally, we added all the data into the table object. So let's call that method on the text box event. You want to copy that method. And here you want to generate event. Let's call that method. And here we want to get value from the text boxes. We have text search text boxes dot get text. So let's run the application. Let's search the record. For example, you want to search by ID. Where is the problem? You want to search by name. Search is not work. Let's check the code. So let's go back to the function definition. And here we want to check first the query. Here we have column list. Then we have join condition, which is correct. Let's check that the where class, where student ID like parameter or student name like parameter or father name. Here we missed the like keyword. Let's add that where father name like. Sorry. So let's run the application once again. So let's search the record by ID. That is good. The search is working. Let's search the record by name. That is good. By the father name, for example. That is so good. The search is working fine. In our next video session, we want to implement edit and delete action. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share my videos. See you in the next one.